So Complex dropped a power ranking of the 25 best sneaker collaborators right now, and that list sucks. So I took it upon myself to go through that list and make it a little bit better for you. Let's go. So let's preface this. These are power rankings, not overall rankings. So it's more about what have you done for me lately, in their words. So what have you done for me lately is gonna count out a lot of your favorite sneaker collaborators that really just haven't done anything exciting recently. So let's roll it. At number 25, we have Trophy Room. Trophy Room and Marcus Jordan right now are a little bit of controversial topic in the sneaker community, but you can't discount how good his shoes are. Yes, they backdoor every single pair. Yes, they resell for crazy amounts, and there's no chance of you ever getting a pair for retail. All that aside, these are really, really good shoes with great storytelling. You have the literal son of Michael Jordan getting info from his pops to create sneakers. Nobody else in the entire industry has that kind of access. And storytelling aside, these shoes are A1. Every single pair has great quality, great materials, and just overall just good shoes. With all that said, Trophy Room is way too low at number 25. At 24, we have Clot. So Clot and Edison Chen semi-recently left Nike to go to Adidas. Now I loved Edison Chen's Clot work with Nike, but I haven't loved it with Adidas. They're just not that good. She released a couple colorways of the Gazelle that looked like a scarecrow could wear them, maybe. I don't know, it just doesn't really do it for me. So I think he's fine at 24. At number 23, the store that never loses just lost. Undefeated is claiming that 23 spot. And Undefeated has had some crazy collaborations over the years. They just haven't really done anything lately. But revisit this in a year, and I'm sure they'll be way up there with the release of the Undefeated Jordan 4. At number 22, the Saucony King, J-Tips. Now, if I ask how many of you guys like Saucony before J-Tips, the answer will be very, very, very few. J-Tips is putting Saucony on the map with his super colorful, vibrant collaborations. He is popping up this list. So in my opinion, 22 is way too low. He should be top 10. At 21, we have Fear of God and Jerry Lorenzo. Now, Jerry Lorenzo, the same as with Edison Chen, has just not made the same waves at Adidas that he did with Nike. With his partnership with Adidas super hyped up, it's been underwhelming to say the least. At number 20, we have Prada. Now, Prada has had some insane collaborations all throughout the years. Recently, just haven't done that much. They had the Air Max TN a little while ago. That was pretty cool. But just like Undefeated, they have their savior coming next year with a chlorophyll Air Max 1 set to release. At number 19, we have Concepts, and this is one of the most laughable selections on this entire list. Concepts at 19, if you're talking what have you done for me lately, Orange Lobsters. You have the Concepts Air Max 1 pack, which I have all three of, and every single one of them is a banger. They do have newer stuff with other brands as well, but Concepts is a powerhouse that keeps releasing hit after hit, and having them at 19 is just preposterous. This is another one that just makes absolutely no sense. They have Nina Chanel Abney at number 18. Now, don't get me wrong, the Nina Chanel 3s are absolutely incredible, and I love them, but that's one shoe. She did her Jordan 2s that sat and are literally one of the cheapest Jordans you can find on the market. So while the 3 was a big hit, I don't think she should be this high up on the list yet, but she could get there. At number 17, we have Cortez, and I think this one is a pretty good spot. They could go a couple more up, but I'm fine with them at 17. Cortez released a pack of Air Max 95s last year that actually made it to the Complex top 10 shoes of the year. So I'm not mad at that pick, 17's fine with me. Next up, we have Stussy. Now, Stussy is one of my favorite streetwear brands. They haven't really done a whole lot lately. The LD1000s they just barely dropped in July were actually really good, and I still need to pick up that gold pair, but not a whole lot to write home about, so they could probably be a little bit lower. At 15, we have Union, and honestly, this is way too low for Union because they have released so many good shoes year after year after year, and they haven't stopped. Every single one of them is a banger, and they should be way higher on this list. At number 14, we have Supreme. Now, Supreme has one of the biggest catalogs of any of the people on this list. They haven't really done a ton lately, but enough to keep them right where they're at right now. As of recently, they had the Ramelzi 2-pack of SB Dunks as well as the Supreme DN. So while they haven't done anything crazy lately, Supreme is always going to have a top spot on this list. Coming in at 13, we have J Balvin. While J Balvin may not have the extensive catalog that a lot of these people have, he does have star power. He's hit on the 1, 2, and 3. I know a lot of people hate on the 2. I love that too. The glowing hits. Last year's Medellin Sunset Jordan 3 was a hit. The Rios I liked, not as much, and then the Vibras and Colores. solid. If you want to talk about someone who I don't even think belongs on this list, just go to number 12, Jound. Jound. Literally, he does nothing creative with his collaborations. Right outside the top 10 at 11, we have someone who probably should have been top 5. Action Bronson. The rapper made waves last year with his first shoe and has just continued to deliver time after time again. My favorites this year are the Rose Waters. I know there's some other good colorways out there, but the Rose Waters are beautiful and I need them. But for real, Complex, what's with the disrespect? Action Bronson should be way higher than that. Starting out our top 10, we have CDG, Comme des Garçons. I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, CDG is not that great. This is a Joe LaPuma pick. Joe LaPuma loves CDG, and so it's on the list. It doesn't deserve to be up here. At number 9, we have Wales Bonner, and this, again, should not be top 10. Definitely should not be top 10. I know she's hit it really big with the Sambas, and she's really influenced a lot of the Samba hype recently, but the collaborations, they just aren't that good. Now this is the most disrespectful pick so far. Salehi Bembury at number 8. 8. This dude could literally be top 3. He could be top 2. I wouldn't even be that mad if you put him at number 1. Everything this man touches turns to gold. This man cannot miss. Every single brand he works with, and he works with a lot of different brands and delivers hits after hits after hits. So much disrespect there. Bump him up. At number 7, we have CPFM. This is an interesting pick because they're definitely the least wearable shoes out of anybody on this list. However, they do a lot of hype releases and everybody wants a pair of CPFM, so I guess we'll take it. See, I feel like they did all right outside of the top 10. This top 10 is awful. At number 6, they have Bad Bunny. And I have Bad Bunny shoes, so you can't say I'm a hater, but freaking Salehi Bembury, Union, Concepts, there's a whole bunch of these guys that deserve to be over there above Bad Bunny. At number 5, we have Teddy Santis, and I'm not really mad about that pick. Teddy can go 5. Teddy Santis and ALD really have been crucial to New Balance's new rise in popularity, and I do give them some credit. Teddy is actually right now in charge of the entire Made in USA line, so he's doing a pretty dang good job. At number 4, we have James Whitner, and that includes the Whitaker Group, which includes Social Status and Ama Manir. This is another one I can't really be mad at. Ama Manir and Social Status make some of the most beautiful, high-quality shoes out there, and every single one of them just looks so freaking good. At number 3, we have Joe Freshgoods, who's always delivering those fresh goods, and man, he does know how to make a sneaker. Yeah, Joe doesn't miss. This is fine. He can be 3. At number 2, we have the guy who should have been 1, Ronnie Feig with Kith. Now, Kith probably has more good shoes than every single other person on this list combined. Their catalog is insane, and they just release them week after week after week. He doesn't miss. Kith doesn't miss. Mary Kith miss. At number 1, this is just boring. Travis Scott. I don't really have anything for this. He puts a backwards swoosh on some shoes and then everyone goes crazy for them. And it's not even that I hate the shoes. I've actually had quite a few of the shoes and I like them, but it's not that creative, and I don't know. There's way better picks on this list. Take him down. He can be like top 3, top 5, but don't put him number 1. So that's 1 through 25 on Complex's power rankings on their best sneaker collaborators right now. Let me know what you disagree with, and let me know what you do agree with, because I want to know. I'm curious. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow. Peace.